we go. So I'm doing a YouTube. I'm doing bigo here, bigo up there, and YouTube down there. So, and for everybody else that is looking at this on YouTube, I am getting the lounge room done. I'll show you what I've done so far. It's my Coke bottle. But look guys, look. Don't worry about me dirty dishes. Or my dirty table over there. Or that pile of dirt over there. It's from Lolly. There I am on bigo. Eggy's department over there. So I've still got to do the floor. I don't know. Any suggestions? Oh jeez, I forgot the camera was right there, wasn't it? Got no hot water. I wonder if I can put it up here somewhere. I'll put it up here. Hang on, I'll put the camera up. No, it's not going to be any good. What am I going to use? Camera up there with. Maybe take that, put that there, and maybe use this. There you go, this might do the trick. There you go, that's better, kinda. So yeah. So nothing else has happened to me much. Oh, except my hot water system is broken. I need to get a brand new one. So at the moment I've got no hot water. I wonder if I can put both phones next to each other. Maybe I can, hey? Put that phone there. And then there. Right, and then fighting the bloody thing doesn't fall off. There you go, they're together now. Look. Oh, wouldn't that cute? Phones are together again. Hi Jeffrey, welcome to bigo. And we got some more subs, so that's really cool, and my watch hours are up, and that's really good. Everybody is sharing, looking and sharing the YouTubes, so that's good. we're getting hot again. I suppose it's better than getting cold, isn't it? But we wait 5 minutes go by and I'll be putting that back on again. But I did get a new watch, see? It's one of them. Isn't that cool? $245. It's a really cool watch. It's got everything in it. I've got to YouTube it though and find out how it all completely works. There's heaps on it. So, I've written all the information down here. So in order for me to make my quota for next month to get paid, I've got to get 4,911 beans. And they've got to be local beans, so they can't be overseas ones. Well, I'm doing a live at the moment, Jay. Would it not be rude for me to ignore everybody in the live and just talk to you? Can you wait until I've finished the live? So I have to get, as I said, 4,911 beans. They've got to be local beans. They cannot be overseas beans. Okay, Jay. Drop me a message in my message box. And I'll get back to you when I finish the live. Apparently, from what I got told the other day, apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently I got told that your cross support beans, what that means is if you when you're with an agent, those people who are also with that agent, if they drop beans on you, like they gift you and you get beans from them, that is called cross support. And if you get 40%, get 40% and over of cross support, bigo won't pay you that wage that you strive towards to get each month. They won't pay it because you've got 40% and over support beans. So I told you I'd be putting it back on, didn't I? So guys, if you're thinking of coming over to this, is for the YouTube people, if you're thinking of coming over to bigo to do all this, make sure if you want to become an official bigo host, make sure you don't get 40% cross support, because bigo won't pay you that money at the end of the month. You can still cash in your beans at the end of the month, provided you've got enough of them, but bigo won't pay you that extra little bit that you are striving to get each month. What do you mean no, Jay? So, no to what? So, there's that. So I'm at 38.38%. So I've got to watch that. So I've got to try and bring that down. How you bring that down, I don't know. But apparently you can. Your overseas beans, I've got 497. Now your overseas beans are those, bigo is made up, just imagine you've got like, how do I explain it? I'll do it like this, hang on. I'll get another. And this is also for the people in bigo that are like watching this right now, just in case you don't understand how it sort of works. Alright, so you got, so say bigo is one great big circle. I'm just doing a diagram here, I'll show you in a minute, right? So you've got so you've got, so imagine this is bigo, alright, this is the platform, alright, and then you've got this quarter here is like the ANZ section, okay, now that is divided up of certain countries, so that's the ANZ district, okay? We'll put it down to districts, okay? So that's the ANZ district. So that's Australia, New Zealand. Lainey, help me out here. Lainey will know. The ANZ district, I'm trying to explain it to everybody on YouTube and here in bigo. The ANZ district is made up of Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and I think Fiji, and the islands. So that's the ANZ section, okay? Then you got like another section down here, which is like America. I don't know what else is in that section. But we'll just say America, right? And then you've got like, this section down here is Japan, right? And then maybe over here is Africa. Africa here, right? So, for example, with these overseas beans, right? It's got like overseas beans and local beans, okay? So the overseas beans, if somebody like from over here in America, okay, and the other countries that are in that section there, sector, right, if they give beans to this sector up here, which is the ANZ sector, right, because they're not in that sector, their beans or their gifts or their diamonds are classified as overseas. Okay. Now, if you happen to be, and like if we from this sector gifted this sector here, well then our beans from here would be classified as overseas beans for this sector over here. Okay. So what happens is, if you happen to be an official host, an official bigo host, right? You don't get, bigo will not pay you for those overseas beans. They only pay you for the local beans, which is the countries that are in this sector. So like if somebody from like Papua New Guinea came in and gifted me 1,000 beans, okay, that would go towards my local beans. So bigo would acknowledge those beans and they'd be counted towards my total that I needed to get towards the end of the month. which is 10,000 beans. But if somebody from like America gifted me 1,000 beans, I'd still get the beans, but they'd be in the overseas section. And then at the end of the month, I'd have to try and come up with 1,000 beans from this group of countries that are in this sector before I'd get the money. Do you know what I mean? So that's how that works. You do get a total, but and that's including your overseas beans and your local beans, but you only get paid for your local beans. You don't get paid for your overseas beans. Do you know what I mean? So there's that. Don't ask me why bigo's like that. I've got no idea. So I've got I've got a total of 5,586 beans, but in that figure is the 497 overseas beans. So at the end of the month, so like between now and the end of the month, I've got to find 497 beans to cover that. It's back to front, I know, but it is to cover that overseas amount that I've gathered from people. Now I can still now that is not going to affect me from cashing in or cashing out. If I had enough beans, I could cash that out. They'd still go towards my cash out, but it wouldn't go towards my bigo wage of beans at the end of the month from bigo that they pay out. So there you go. Have I explained it enough? Probably not, no. Thank you, Jay. I'm trying. So that is why I have got up in the heading for when people can join my chat like this now. That's why I still need 4,911 beans, because that's what I need to make. So I've got to make 10,000 beans in 1 month. So at the end of this month, which is starting to creep up on us, I've got to have 10,000 beans before bigo will pay me. And they pay you in beans. They don't pay you in money, they pay you in beans. So after you've collected your 10,000 beans, this is just on the lower level, when you've collected your 10,000 beans and bigo pays you for that 10,000 beans, they pay you in beans. So you get those beans in your account, and you can turn around then and you can say, well, I'm either going to keep those beans and use those beans to gift other people with, or I'm going to withdraw those beans. So then you can go and you can put in an amount of beans you want to withdraw, and bigo takes out a percentage. I'm not 100% on the percentage bigo takes out, but they take a percentage out like everybody else would. It's a company, it's all for money. They've got to make money too, which is okay, it's cool. So they take out their percent, and then what is left over goes into your bank account, and that can take anything from 3 to, your first withdrawal can take up anything between 3 days and 3 weeks, apparently, from what I've been told. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know, because I've not done it yet. And then after that, if you do a withdrawal, I think it takes about 3 or 4 days or something like that. Or it could only take 24 hours, I don't know. Does it, Jay? Oh, well, thank you. And also, in that month, say someone gifts me 4,000 beans. It's just hypothetical, right? Hypothetical. Say I get, like, I'm going to do a PK tonight, okay, and I'll get into that in a minute, but I'm going to do a PK tonight. Now, while I'm doing that PK, if people come in and they decide that they're going to gift me 4,000 beans, for example, and the 4,000 beans get put into my account, okay, in bigo, okay, and it shows up, I've got 4,000 new beans, right? Those 4,000 beans are mine. But, and here's the best part about it, I can then go and I can use that 4,000 beans that I've been gifted to go and gift other people. And it's not going to affect my total of having that 400. How do I explain it? So you get gifted 4,000, you've got 4,000, and that stays on your account, like that is permanently in your month's thing. So you can like withdraw those at any time, but if you decide to keep them in there, you then, it's like bigo's giving you it's like bigo is giving you an extra 4,000 free beans to give to other people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I get 20 beans now, that goes towards my total, but I can use those 20 beans that you've gifted me to gift you back with, and then you've got 20 beans on your account, but then you can go and you can say gift those 20 beans back to me, and then I can gift them back to you, and you can gift them back to me, and I can gift them back to you. And even though we're going back and forth like a ping pong match with these 20 beans, they're adding to your actual total of beans that bigo will pay you for at the end of the month, if you're a bigo host. Like a qualified bigo host. Do you know what I mean? Have I explained that enough? Probably not. It's like a snowball effect. So you, like, say Jay, you gifted me 20 beans and I didn't have any beans, and you gifted me 20 beans, right? So then my total would be 20. But then I could then gift you 20 beans. Now you might start off with 20 beans and I might have 0 beans. You turn around to me and you say, well, I'm gonna gift you 20 beans. So you gift me 20 beans. So then my total is 20. But your total that you've got for the month is still 20. So then I turn around and I said, well, I'm going to gift you those 20 beans back. So I gift you those 20 beans back, which takes your total to 40. And you say, well, I'm going to gift you another 20. So you gift me back 20. Then my total becomes 40, but I've only got 20 beans. So then I say, well, I'm going to gift you another 20 back. So then you end up with 60 beans on your total for the month. And then you gift them back to me. Do you see what I mean? It's very confusing, I know. But that's how it's worked. That's how it works. So it's quite interesting. Thank you, Sad. So that's how the beans and all that work. Let me see, what else is there? There's heaps to the program, heaps. Now there is a section when you go to someone's profile, you can see photos and stuff like that, and photos and little videos and stuff. There is also sections in there where people have got like a subscribers section, and that means that you pay a certain amount of beans per month and you get special content, like you get content that the public don't get. For example, if I wanted to share some of my personal life in my posts, I've got those. I'm not going to do that in the public for just everybody to see. I'm going to do that in a subscribers, so that's what the subscribers would see. They would see all the more personal information, all the more personal photos. I'm not talking about sexual stuff. I'm talking about more personal stuff, like what I might be doing around the house, or what I might be doing in the yard, or stuff like, you know, single, married, age, all that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Stuff that you're not going to get in public. You know, questions and that, you know, questions, Q&A things, and all of that sort of thing, you know, where you ask questions and, you know, and I give answers and stuff like that. You're not going to get that in the public group that I've got, but you're going to get that in the subscribers group kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I've got that in the profile. So if you want to, and the more people that unlock it, the more badges you get and the more content you get, because you've gone up a scale, you've gone up a level, like you've gone up a tier. They call them tiers. So there's that. So if you want to do that, if you want to be a part of that, you can. You just go to my profile and have a look, and it is, I think it's 200 beans a month for the first one, and then when you go up and you break into the next tier, I think it's 300 beans a month or something like that. But the 300 bean section, you get more content. Do you know what I mean? They go up in stages. So the 300 bean ones, the 300 bean subscribers get a little bit more personal content than what the lower subscribers get. Do you know what I mean? So there's that. And they get like a different badge as well. So once they evaluate up, they get a different badge, and they get a different title too. So you can find all that on my page. And it also helps me get to my total. But there are people on here that are making thousands on bigo a month. Like, there are people that are making 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month on bigo a month. And that's after bigo's taken their percentage out. So can you just imagine what limits there are to this? It's unlimited. But But you got to put the work into it. Do you know what I mean? You can't just sit there and think, well, I'm not going to do anything and people are going to, you know, pay me heaps, because they're not. You've got to put the work into it. You've got to put the time into it, and you've got to put the work into it. And once you have, it's great. So there you go. And with the people's posts, because I always wondered why people wanted posts and stuff, why people would put posts up. Apparently you can gift people through their posts. Which is absolutely brilliant. Because if they can't catch a person doing a live, they can still go and they can still gift it. Like, I mean, you might want to, like, gift a person and they might not be live, and you might go, well, how am I going to gift them? Well, there's 3 different ways you can. You can gift them through a live, you can gift them through private messaging, and you can gift them through their photos and their short videos they post on their posts. So you don't absolutely have to catch them when they're live. You can actually do it in quite a few different ways. So that's really cool too. If you're the sort of person who's gifting, that is really, really, really cool. That is a cool, cool feature. So, but Eggy's doing good. He's still got anxiety, but he's getting over it. Probably go until 4 o'clock, which is another hour. And then I will be ending the live. Answering everybody's messages and feeding the chickens and getting everybody fed, having something to eat myself, and then getting ready to support the family in their PKs, and then get ready to do mine. So because I've got it programmed so that I've said that I'll be going live at 3 o'clock, and there are people that might want to come in, and if I ended a bit early and they think, well, why she ended it early when she's put 3 o'clock, and we've come in specifically to see her. So 4 o'clock it is going to be. I should keep going until 5 o'clock, but I'm not. I'm going to stop it at 4. That gives everybody time that is specifically coming in to see me at 3 o'clock. That gives them time to come in. Oh. So, and I'm going to have another yummy dinner. Crumpets, butter, cream cheese and bacon. Yum. Hi Rusty, how you doing? So I've got to see how long I've been doing it for. Hang on. I've got me 2 hours up, so that's good. Got to wash these windows too. So yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to end the video for YouTube, and I'll keep going with bigo. Just giving everybody an update on stuff. Keep watching. If you guys over in bigo haven't gone over to my YouTube channel, please do. It is Eggbird and I. Subscribe, share, like, and look at those videos. And if you guys over in YouTube want to come over and see Eggy and I go live every day, you can do that. Just look up Eggbird and I. Same in, same out, you know. And hi Liam, how you doing? So yeah, so there you go. So I'll catch you guys in YouTube tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, next week. Be blessed.